Hi, my name's Angel Morthega, and I'm here to show you the work I did on Project Dots, Dawn of the Spell. My key work was doing a lot of the programming work for all the GUIs and UIs used throughout our game. I worked specifically through Unreal Development Kit's Scaleform middleware, in which I developed, the appearances and then wrote the code for linking it to our actual game. So right now I'm going to do a short demonstration and go through quite a few of the elements that I've directly worked on for our game. So let's start right now. Okay, so here's the game in-game. As you see in front, we have all these different icons. Right in the center, we have our main crosshair. In the lower, below that, we have our different spell shard icons. These are icons for different spells. Below that, we have our health and mana. So let me show you some of the nice features that we developed. So then, the way our game works is a magic casting. So the thing is, we have a variety of different spells, but one way to control how the player can use the spells is by having cooldowns. So then you can't rapidly cast spells. You need to know, when can you cast the spell again, or which ones are available to you. So what we did was we created these wings. So to cast a spell, you use the mouse. So left mouse for one spell, right mouse for another, and then both for the one in the center. So that's how they correspond. So when you're casting a spell or charging it, you hold the button and you see the bar fills with red. That means that's charging. And then when it's outlined with yellow, that means it's fully charged and ready to cast. So then every spell has their own variety of this effect. And we also have cooldowns, so like if I use this spell, on the right, that gray bar is cooldown, so if I press it, it's not allowing me to cast a spell again. So that's how that one works. We also have a nice feature where it flashes, as you can see, when the cooldown's done, it flashes. Now, not only are those different states displayed through the wings, if you look at the bottom, you can also see the corresponding use the different spells. So then, let's see, what other features? We also added different hit notifications. If I damage my hit, you can see this cylindrical ring. This directional indicator showing damage. That was also added. There's also a generic see around the edges, the ring. That was by the HUD. Let's see. There's also, if you look in the top left and right corners, we have those numbers. We have 1 and 0. Those correspond with the teams, the amount of players alive per team. So since it's only me in here, you see 0. But like if we have 3 versus 3, initially you'll see that at the beginning of the round. We'll say 3 versus 3. As players die, the numbers will change to reflect that. So that's another feature that. So then, the next feature I want to demonstrate is our amulet editor. Right now you can see at the bottom we have 3 sets of 3 spells. So each set of 3 is a shard that we call. So we create a system for players to be able to choose different amulets they want. So we have, I believe, 6 different shards that they can choose from, but they could only use 3 at any time. So this is what we created. So this is made separately, completely through its own Flash file, and it's implemented as a different layer on that's be able to launch from that game state. So like right here, you can see from our pause menu, you could launch it right here. So from this point, we have the three pre-saved loadouts the players can choose from. That they could change on their own. So this is the let's see. If you want to edit the loadout, we just go to Edit Loadout, and we come to the second screen, which is loaded with all tons of information that we populate from configuration files and all these other settings. So right here, you could click the different spells, and it shows the different statuses, some helpful information. So this Ice Stream spell, it has its cast time, its cooldown, or its cooldown time, it's 0 seconds. all these different factors and spells. Like this is the ice bubble. This one is not an offensive spell. It's purely a defensive spell. It doesn't have that other information, but you can see cooldown times a lot longer. So we have these different features. So say if you want to get more information or different shards, you just click them right here. You can see the different information, and then it's all right there. And if you want to construct the shard, you could actually drag and drop. I mean, construct a new amulet. You could drag and drop the different spells you'd like to use into these equip slots, and then you can actually save that and go back into the game. Now we made it so that you're unable to switch mid game. So then, say you're using a fire shard, and then now you want a lightning, but you don't have lightning equipped. You'd have to go to our editor, choose lightning, put it in there, and then the next round after you die. So let's see. So right now I have ice, poison, and I have rock. So kill myself or wait till the next round. Oops. You'll see that the loadout will then update to the new ones I had chosen. Here we have fire, then we have lightning, that I chose through our little menu. So that's the general, those are the major UIs that I developed. The last bit was we were trying to customize the menu system we've implemented for, using the base UDK and menu system they had. The default one uses a big red background, so that's one way you could tell this is different, but the goal I had was simply to replicate what was there so that we could extend it. So it was pretty bothersome to do this, but I managed to replicate all the classes and be able to build our own separate ones. So it has all the functionality of the original UDK version, but I'm able to then manipulate it and add extra menus. We're going to be adding, of course, settings, and we're also going to want to put our amulet editor. So that's the next few things I'll be working on. But beyond that, that is the general work I've done on Dots. That's all I have to say for now, and thank you for listening.